Oh my goodness, look at this cute little box, and it holds little chocolates. Hi everyone, welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca. I'm so glad that you're here. We're making like the cutie patootiest little box. You're gonna be able to change up this design. This is a fall one, but throw in some Christmas papers. Oh my goodness, so cute. And these are really easy to make. There's no like crazy measuring or anything or clipping. It's so simple, which is like perfect if you're making like a ton of things. So anyway, let's get started. So to make your box, you're going to want to start with your patterned paper and making sure that it is double-sided. This is Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper, so it's got designs on both sides. This is the Gathering Together, but of course, like always, I got addicted, so I used two other papers, and so I've got lots of examples to show you. Now, all the measurements for this project are on my blog post, sunnydaystamping.com. This print and make project sheet I emailed out this morning, and it's free for this first week. If you're on my email list. If you're not, you can sign up in the description of this video. There's a link. After that, it goes to my tutorial store. This is just super handy because you've got the measurements right here by you. So you can use your paper trimmer if you want to score, but when I'm doing several scores, I do love to use this Simply scoreboard. So we're gonna score our cardstock. You're gonna pick a cardstock that coordinates with your paper. So that's 1 3/4. You know what? I'm not gonna give these measurements out because it's gonna slow this down and I might get it wrong. So, and it's gonna be right on my blog post. Then on the Designer Series paper, you're going to score this also. But if your paper has a direction, make sure that when you cut your paper, it's going in this direction, but when you score it, you're going to turn it so that the direction of the image is going this way. This panel right here is actually going to be the front flap of your box. So that'll just kind of give you an idea of what will be there. But most of that will be covered up because of the pretty things we're going to put on the front. So now you've got 2 strips of paper that have 4 score lines each. Now putting this together is super simple. The cardstock is going to be the box. It's going to be the frame. And so just go ahead and fold and score, fold and burnish on each of these score lines, making sure they're nice and firmly creased because you want your box to be nice and square. So, and then do the same on your Designer Series paper. Sometimes it's hard to tell where I did it. Okay, there we go. This project is perfect to use with Designer Series paper because you get to see the outside of the paper and the inside, so you don't have to pick. This is also perfect for all kinds of occasions. Okay, check this out, so easy. So this is gonna be the wrap part. Whatever you want on the outside of your box, put that down towards your table, and this is the inside of the box. Now, this is the frame part of the box. We're going to put glue on these 2 panels here. Now you're gonna flip this over, put it in this center section, just center it right up on there. That way the seam of this box is in the back, glued to the back, and so you can't even see it. So I like to really take my time here, making sure that the box is all lined up, that that seam is lined up. Can you even see? There, so that the seam is lined up, and so those, so they're in a nice straight line. It's gonna make the box more square. Now, the next part is put glue on this panel, and then you're gonna fold that wrap right around and line it right up on the front of your box. Sometimes the cardstock might show a little bit. Just kind of make sure it's wrapped all the way around and lined up nice and straight. I kind of pinch around, making sure that glue gets nice and adhered. Now look how perfectly 2 little Hershey Nuggets fit in there, but oh my goodness, you could put all kinds of candies in there. Now, to keep this closed, we're gonna use a belly band. All right, this is kind of hilarious, but so Julie. And all that talk about making a square box, I actually scored this incorrectly. So you can see that the cardstock is going over the score line there a little bit. So unfortunately, I've already glued this down, but what I'm gonna do is just really wrap that around. I mean, it's gonna overlap there a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm not gonna redo this. I think this is gonna be fine. So now you're gonna take a little strip. You can use the same piece of designer series paper or pick a different one out of your pack. I'm gonna flip it over so we get the reverse side of this. Now we're gonna put this right in the middle. This is the front flap of our box. We're gonna wrap it around, round. And so the seam is gonna meet in the middle. And now I'm just gonna pinch those edges just a little bit so I know where to crease it. And then I'm going to take this off and I'm going to just reinforce those creases so they're nice and square, not slanted, a little bit like that, making sure they're really lined up nice and straight. Now you're going to wrap this back around your box, put a little glue on one side, and then wrap the other end around. And then just hold it there till it sticks. So that is the box, so simple, but what makes it super cool is how we're gonna decorate it. So let me show you what we're gonna do. Yeah, that is just not fitting very well, but oh my goodness, my examples are good. Okay, so what I did was I took the second smallest circle out of the Stylish Shapes dies, but you can, if you have a small circle punch, or you can use a square, whatever, and we're gonna use that as the kind of base to put our beautiful things on. So we're just gonna glue that on. The best thing to do is to put the glue on the belly band and then center up the circle on top of that. When I tried to put the glue on the circle and then center it up on the belly band, it was a real pain. So that's the best way to do that. Okay, so for several of the boxes, well, for most of the boxes, I used the Gathering Moments. This goes in the suite with that Gathering Together paper. It is so beautiful. And so what we're gonna do is gonna keep this so simple. We're just gonna take one of these images, stamp it, and put it right on top of there. So you can just stamp this right on there and have a brown one, but what I liked to do was add in a different color. So I stamp it in one color. In this case, I'm going to do the brown. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of wipe some of that brown off, not all of it. And then I'm going to take a sponge dauber and I'm going to ink it up in Cajun Craze. You just pick another color from your set. And then I'm just going to dab it around. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down there. And now you've got two tones, two different colors in one stamp. And it was really easy to do. So you can do that method with any of these cute little images. This stamp set is perfect because you want just a little image to pop right there on the top. Now I'm just going to use one Stampin' Dimensional to pop on the back of this little image and then stick it right on that circle. It's just going to pop it up just a little bit and give it a little shadow. Now I'm going to take one of the sentiments out of that set and put it on this little scrap of paper. I've got the measurement for this. There are two different sizes that you can use for this. And so for this part, you can either put this right here or you can put it right here, depending on what you want to do. I kind of like it right here because I don't like to cover up the pretty paper. And now lastly, we'll add a little ribbon. This is the Old Olive and Early Espresso ribbon pack that I absolutely love. It's from the mini catalog. I love it because linen thread is the easiest thing for me to tie, and you guys know I struggle. So we're just gonna tie just a tiny bow to put on that mushroom. Then I'm just gonna stick that on with a little mini glue dot. I just roll this into a little ball, put it right where I want my bow to go, and then squish the knot right in there. Then we'll just manipulate the bow so it looks exactly like we want it to. That looks just a little bit big, so I'm gonna pull the ends just a little bit. And then put this all together. Isn't that adorable? Let me show you the other ones. Look at all these other ones from the same stamp set, same paper. All right, I want to open these up for you just so you can see all the insides of the papers too. This is the other size of sentiment. And so I've got both of those on my blog post and on that project sheet. So here's this one, those two little nuggets in there. And then lastly, this one's just plaid, but oh my goodness, it turned out so cool. I love it. So then I used this same stamp set, but then changed up the paper. This is the Autumn Tulle, which is so cool also. So with these, I used all the same colors, just changed up that designer series paper. You can see this one, I put the belly band going around this way instead of the other direction. This one, great for guys. So this doesn't even need to be just for like fall, Thanksgiving time frame or anything. These just are great year round, I feel like. And then here's the inside of this one. This one was my first one, so I didn't wrap it all the way around. So you can cut that shorter, this piece, to be 5.5 inches long instead of 6 if you want. But then I got to thinking, holy cow, Christmas is almost here. So I took the, what is this called? Season of Elegance designer series paper and made a couple. Let me show you. So because it was Christmas, I decided to throw in a Christmas stamp set. This is a bundle that comes with these tiny, cute little punches and these little sayings, which work perfectly on these tiny little boxes. So look at that. You can write your to, from right on there, sending a little cheer, and there's the little nuggets inside. And then look at this one. Is that stocking not so cute? I'm going to show you how quick and easy that is to do right now. So I made a little box already. This is out of the green. And I'm kind of kicking myself. I wish I would have stamped this Merry Christmas on here first. Let's see if I can do it with the, oh no, I messed up. Hold on. Hey, oh my goodness. Did you see me do that? You probably didn't because my head was in the way, but oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Merry Christmas. Isn't that just the cutest little lettering? I love it. Okay, but this is what I wanted to show you. Oh, here, I made a little one of those already. I want to show you how to use these cute little punches. They obviously go with the stamp set. You can stamp and punch these out. I mean, this is really cool. You could make these for birthdays, like with this set. I love this. But check this out. I want to put a Christmas tree on here. So you could just take it and punch it out and stick that right on there if you want. But if you want it to be 2 colors, check this out. Just punch out another of the same image in a different color. All right, I'm zooming this in because we are like, these are tiny pieces. So now this brown, which I want to be the trunk, I'm gonna keep that full, and then I'm just gonna cut the trunk off of the green piece. So we just have a little triangle there, and then we're gonna glue it right on top. I mean, that's such an easy way to get 2 colors out of 1 punch. Then we'll just put this right on top and line it up. So now we've got a tiny little Christmas tree that is just so cute. And I did the same method for the little stocking. So now you can also just punch the star out. I used gold, throw a couple nuggets in there, close this up. I mean, this is so simple. You could make a ton of these for the holidays. So I hope you give these quick and easy boxes a try. Just use any designer series paper and any tiny little element to really set them off. I hope you just love making these boxes as much as I do. For that free project sheet, make sure you're on my email list. It's free for this first week after this video. Then it goes to my tutorial store. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next Friday. Bye, have a sunny day.